Okay, Victrola brakes. This is the brake that's common to pretty much any Victrola from the teens and 20s into the early 1930s. You'll find them on a lot of British HMVs also. This is the replacement for the earlier bullet brake found on all the external horn machines in early models. This is actually a Victrola 50, portable, but you'll find this on all the tabletops and big floor machines. Normally what happens to these, they start to get loose a little bit. They lose their tension and they don't hold the turntable from turning. Now this one is the one that belongs on this machine. The one that's currently on there is one I'm fixing for somebody. And it's holding a full load, as you can see, on the turntable. It's not going anywhere. It's nice and tight now. Now the way you do this, fairly simple. This spring over here is where the tension comes from. What you have to do is cut it back one little loop at a time until you finally find the tension it'll work with. You don't want to cut it back too short or just arbitrarily cut it in half or anything like that. That's not necessary. Just the number of loops necessary so that it has its tension and it'll hold the turntable. You just cut it here, a pair of wire cut, and you bend the loop down over until it looks like this again. Reattach it. I'm sure there's a supply of these springs to be had somewhere new. I haven't found it yet. When I do, maybe I'll lay in a supply and just do it that way. But then you need to have the proper size anyway, so I'd probably end up cutting it and shaping it again. So might as well just use the original. The other thing you have to do is replace the friction leather here. This is the same friction leather used on the governor and on the brake. And the brake, as you can see, there it is right there. That's an original from this 1922 on there. You see how it's worn and flattened out and hard as a rock. It's not really going to hold very well, so you replace it with one of these. This is a section from a Singer sewing machine belt. They're sold in like 3 or 6 foot or 7 foot length, whatever it is, a big coil of it. It's just a round piece of leather that is the belt used on those machines, and I believe some Edison models too, Edison phonographs. But this is off a Singer sewing machine. You get it on eBay, big giant piece of it for like $6 or something like that. Or you can buy it cut into sections from various vendors on eBay, or the phonograph parts vendors, and you may pay a little bit more, but you got a nice convenient section like this. I just cut my own. It's only a pair of wire cutters to cut it. Yes, I use the whole piece. Just put it in there. I don't care if it sticks out a little bit long in the back, because that way, as it wears, you can open this up with a screwdriver gently, push it out a little bit, clamp it back again with a pair of pliers, and you're good to go. Frankly, you probably never have to do that because these tend to, like this one here is 1922. I don't think it's ever been adjusted. And that usually takes care of the problem. See, I'll show. Get that out of there. And let's go. Let's lift off the turntable. Oh, release the brake. And there. This is one that I'm actually fixing for somebody. For a similar machine to this one, you can see where I have, if the camera will focus, I have shortened it slightly, and now it has good tension. You hear it? Hear it snap like that? See? That's nice. That's how it wants to sound. If it kind of sounds a little sloppy and weak, you know what it is. Although obviously you'll know because the turntable won't hold when it has a full load. You can see it starts turning the minute I take it off. And this is a 1922 machine. I believe the machine is going on is a similar vintage, 22 or 23. And that's really all you have to do. It's a simple enough thing. You see I left it long, like I said. Doesn't hurt anything to leave it long. No one sees it. And it's always got extra. And if you ever needed it, you could actually cut a piece off of that. About half of that's all you need. And you're good on the friction leather on the governor. The governor friction leather. Should you ever need it. It's nice to have a little bit of spare leather there. And I oil it. I oil it up there nice so it lasts a good long time. And now I'll just take that back off of there and send it to the gentleman who's waiting for it. Been patiently waiting about a month. It's been about 200 degrees out here in my work shed, so I haven't really been doing too much on Victrolas of late. But that's it. That's your brake. And really all you have to do to a little bit of adjusting, a little tweaking on it. All right.